Hello, and welcome to Adalysis. When you first log in, you'll see a list of your accounts. You'll see all the alerts, but for each account. And then if you set up budget pacing, you can see your pacing or even performance monitors for each individual account. Now, when we click to go into an account, on the side, we'll see all of our navigation. So we can see support, we can get help center and help videos, we can open up a section and see more navigation, and then we can easily collapse everything. Now, when it comes to taking action, you'll use your audit screen. Here you'll see all of your various alerts. You can get an audit report, you can view your score history. Now, with the alerts, we could easily subdivide these into critical alerts or errors, or we could see the alerts only for keywords or negative keywords. So you can easily find the alert type you're looking for. Now, when it's time to take action, we can open up any alert, and every alert's going to be a little bit different depending on what the alert type is, but they all have some commonalities to them. You can easily disable or snooze an alert. You can get help files on the alert, and then you'll see the most common actions based upon that alert. So we can choose our items or pick everything, take an action, and then move on. All the alerts are pre-built for you, making onboarding instantaneous. But there are times you might want to overwrite the alerts, and that's what the settings are for. So you can look at the settings for any alert and change the criteria. Now, in addition, we can also go to our audit settings, pre-built, and see all the various settings across the account. And then with the settings, we can also change the criteria or automate various actions. Now, in addition, you can build custom alerts. So for instance, when we think of search terms, usually there's two criteria for search terms. One is a term converting? We want to make it a keyword. Other times you might have another alert that looks at is your actual cost per conversion for a search term less than a certain number, and the account has a specific number of conversions. And that way, if we have CPAs of 25 or less, we have at least 5 conversions, we can easily automate that action. So we can name it and save that. And this would be another custom alert you can have to manage your account. Now, performance monitors and alerts are KPI alerts. They let you know when the big trends are happening in your account. So, for instance, when we create a performance monitor, we first want to choose a priority for it. So, if you have very critical items happening and you want to see them immediately, that's usually what high priority is for. Standard priority is often for trends happening you want to investigate, but you might not need to know it immediately. Now, when you create a performance monitor, we're first going to choose our scope. Is it the entire account or only certain campaigns? How often should this be run? And then what is the alert? So, for instance, we might want to know if our conversions decrease by 15% or more, looking at last 7 days versus previous 7 days. And we only want to make sure this happens when we have a specific number of conversions. So that way, if we have a drop in conversions and we have at least 10, meaning this is an important number, then we could save this and we would get a high priority alert when this happens so we can go investigate. Now, when you create a performance monitor, you haven't done so before, you can also just choose to look at the templates. Say, oh, I need to know if the account stopped spending. I can use this and save it. And then you would get an alert if that account is no longer spending. Now, when these alerts are triggered, you'll have a root cause button, and this will link to a visual flow chart that you can easily see the changes in your account, and then you can navigate into the biggest areas of decreases and increases, so that way you know exactly what needs additional help in the account and where to start any investigation. If we want to manage pacing our budgets, we can go to the budget section, and then you can set a target budget. Now, if you're only setting a target budget, Analysis will make no changes to your account. In this case, all we'll do is show you what your pacing is. Now, there's a lot more budget tools within Adalysis. We can easily see recommended budgets based on a goal we want, and then we could see what that budget would be and apply budgets to campaigns. We can even auto manage the budgets based upon what your goal is and what your budget is. Now, in addition, instead of setting budgets at the account level, you can also make budget groups. This would be groups of campaigns that we want to look at from either pacing standpoint, just see your pacing, or auto management, allocation of budgets. So you can manage budgets account level or campaign level. And if you have a lot of budget, you can even do bulk uploads to bulk manage your budgets across all of your accounts. These are the features that will help you get up and running quickly, but that's just a fraction of what Analysis has to offer. So keep exploring. And if you have specific workflow issues to solve, please get in touch with us or look at our setup and workflow documents, and this will really help you see what Analysis can do for your account. Thank you for choosing a free trial with Adalysis.